It is finally fall season, but it does not feel like fall in San Diego. This is the never-ending summer, but I had to put on a sweater for this video just so I could get all those fall vibes. So that means we are entering into a new month. We are entering into October, so I am going to be filling out my budget forecaster template, and I'm going to be putting a spot for my income and expenses to tell my money exactly what to do. If you want to follow along with me as I fill this out, you can do so using the budget forecaster template, which you can get inside of my How to Control Your Spending workbook. I will drop that in the description box below if you're interested. Okay, so let's get into it. Hey, what's up guys? It's Justine with Debt Free Millennials, the channel to help you crush your debt and live payment free. If you are new to the channel, I talk about all the ways to live debt free, to crush your debt, and that #1 tool that helped me get out of my own personal student loan debt of $35,000 was my budget. So it's crucial to fill that out prior to starting a new month so that you have a plan going into the month for your income and expenses. So I do that through my budget forecaster template, and we're gonna head over to my kitchen table and fill this out together. So let's go. October is one of my favorite months. Maybe it's because my birthday falls in October, but also the weather is just so awesome, and pumpkin spice lattes and Harry Potter movies and Halloween is just so fun. So income wise, we're still at $10,000 a month, and this could change because Kyle messed up one of his paychecks from September, and I have a feeling it might be paid out in October, so we very well could get more than 10K, but let's just go ahead and plan on what we know, and then we can fill out the rest of our budget. So I think I mentioned this last time, but I do have a debt payments section for you to fill out if you still have debt that you're working on. We've been debt free for all of our marriage, and so we don't use this column. So I'm wondering if you guys want to see a version of the forecaster template without the debt payments. I think a few of you said yes, but let's go ahead and just write debt free. Okay, and then I've got the rest of the categories broken down: fixed, fun, fudge, and future, the 4 F's of any major budget. You don't even have to fill out all the teeny tiny micro categories if that's not your jam. If your jam is just to put, $3,000 towards fix, $1,000 towards fun, however you want to break it up, that's totally acceptable. You can do that with your budget. I'm actually going to hop down here to what's happening this month and this month's focus, because this stuff has dramatically changed from September and August. So we have a lot of birthdays in October, including mine. Mine's on the 13th. Yes, October 13th is so fun. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think we have 5 birthdays in our immediate family that happen in October. I don't know, Libras are just showing up in Kyle and I's family, but we have a lot of birthdays, which means we're probably going to be pulling money out of our gifts budget, which we've set up a sinking fund for. And then our focus for this month is also going to be changing because we are having a baby. Still feels kind of weird to say, but we are getting ready to have a baby in March, and so that has changed some of our focus away from really building up that down payment and the Jeep Wrangler fund and also saving for baby. So I am going to split this into 3. So yeah, we still want to save for the down payment. However, knowing my due date and our lease end date and how they coincide, they're like within a month apart. I'm like, there's no way I'm moving. There's no way I'm moving out and having a kid within a month. Just not happening. We're also going to take some money away from the down payment and put more towards the second car, because we only have one car. And so with the baby on the way, we're thinking our need for a second car may come up quicker, but we'll see, because we're both working from home right now, and maybe we won't need the second car. But it's always helpful to have more in the Jeep fund than not enough. And then starting to save for baby. That's what's going to happen. All right, so I'm going to jump back up to the fixed category and start filling this out. Okay, so the fixed category is filled out. Everything has pretty much stayed the same from last month, except I lowered alcohol to $100 from $125. And honestly, I feel like it should be a lot lower than that because, spoiler alert, I'm not drinking. Only Kyle's drinking, and I think we have plenty of alcohol that he can go through and have for friends. And then also our memberships changed from about $61 to $66. That's because we decided to purchase CBS All Access so that I can watch the Chiefs games uninterrupted. I'm not trying to Reddit stream and hook my laptop up to my computer and find a link and all that. I just want it to work. So that has helped us tremendously the past 2 games. And then we also get access to 60 Minutes. Am I old for liking 60 Minutes? I actually have really good stories. So anyway, this is fixed. Now we are going to move to the fun portion, and I'm going to go ahead and fill that out. Okay, fun is filled out, and you'll notice a change here is shopping is now lumped in with baby. And I did that because I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to be buying for baby. I'm still kind of in research mode and trying to figure out what are the things that I really want to spend money on and what are some things I can pass. So I increased this from $350 to $400 from last month, and then everything else has stayed the same. So I'm mindful that I want to spend money on baby supplies, and also I could put a lot of baby supplies on our baby registry, which I have yet to figure out. So if you have good resources on how to build baby registry lists, by all means, drop them in the comments. Okay, then fudge is always my smallest category. I only put $10 in fudge because I have a sinking fund kind of built up of $100 as a cushion in case I go overboard. I can just pull money from the fudge account and cover any of these other expenses. Or if something that I purchase doesn't have a home, like one time Kyle and I renewed our driver's license, we're like, where does this come out of? Came out of our fudge reserves. All right, last but not least, future. Let's go ahead and fill that out. Okay, so the biggest change from the past couple of months is we've decreased the amount we're putting towards our down payment. Before we were putting $3,000 per month, and I'm like, yeah, that's a lot of money. We've decreased that because we're moving some of that contribution amount towards the Jeep. And before we had talked about having a Jeep Wrangler as our debt-free dream car, and now we're just like, Don't know if that's practical for a baby, so we're thinking about a Jeep Grand Cherokee, which Kyle used to have right when we got married, and he loved his Grand Cherokees. So I really like them too, so I could see us getting a used one, and I think it might be time to just boost that savings. We were saving around $750, and now we've like more than doubled that. And then my car expenses, which include any car maintenance, and then also my tags and registration fees. My insurance includes car insurance, renter's insurance, and jeweler's insurance. So we save $82 a month for those 3 insurance items. And then investments, this includes things like Betterment, Robinhood, my Roth IRA, any kind of outside investing is $429. So let's add up all of the expenses, all of the savings, and make sure that we did a zero-based budget. Okay, so expenses, monthly expenses comes out to be close to 54% of our take home. And I forgot to add down here for fun. You'll see I'm not contributing to fun or Kyle's clothing. That's because we have sinking funds for both that are well stocked. We have over $1,000 in fun, and Kyle's been mainly tapping into that for his golf outings. And then his clothing budget, his sinking fund has over $600 in it. So I'm like, we don't need to be spending extra money in that area. I did give myself $100 because I'm in the market for a new winter coat and maternity pants. Need some pants that fit me now. All right, so then we're going to add up all of the future savings and see what we come up with. $4,638 is how much we are setting aside in savings. So over 46% is going towards savings. And if we add the 5362, we get a net of 0, which is exactly what we wanted. And that, my friends, is our October budget on a $10,000 income. All right, so some big changes for October. We are switching things up with the down payment and the Jeep. And also we're starting to put a little bit more money towards baby supplies. This is going to be different. And so many birthdays for October, including mine, my sister's, my brother-in-law's, my father-in-law's. October is such a fun month. Don't forget, if you want to get the Budget Forecaster template, you can get that in the How to Control Your Spending workbook. It's got over 50 pages of activities and content to help you with your debt-free journey, and I'll catch you in another video.